channel. So welcome everybody. Welcome to another day on planet Earth. It's Friday the 29th of May. We are getting together today for the 47th time to tap on stress, anxiety, fear, worry, sadness, and all the other negative emotions we've been feeling since the beginning of the lockdown here in the UK and obviously worldwide as well. It's been 10 weeks, it's end of 10 week where I've been tapping on all these negative emotions and physical pain resulting from the negative emotions. So welcome everybody who has been joining in, and everybody who is new to this tapping session, welcome. Emotional freedom technique is really powerful and the right tool to offer us all relief fast. In case you're new and joining us, in just some brief words, I will explain shortly what tapping is, but introduce myself. My name is Sonja Kirschner. I'm a qualified life and leadership coach. I'm the founder of A Power Free Coaching, Training and Mind Freedom. But more importantly, I am on the mission to keep us all mentally and spiritually fit in these trying times. And tapping emotional freedom technique is just the right tool. It's not very well known, but I'm on the mission to spread the word. So I encourage you to hit the share button, invite people to join us at these live tapping sessions where we tap every weekday, Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. BST UK time for around 20 minutes to half an hour to find relief really fast. So what is tapping? Tapping brings together really two worlds. It brings together the world of the ancient Chinese acupressure, where we apply pressure with our fingertip on certain meridian points in our body. So we'll be in a moment touching our face because most of the meridian points lie on our face. So make sure that your hands are clean. Obviously, hygiene is of utmost importance still. So the meridian points are the end points of our energy network. So we will be, through the tapping, for the application of pressure, we are releasing energy blockages. And if we experience emotional pain or the physical pain which results from emotional pain, through the tapping, through the application of pressure, which is similar to acupressure really, or acupuncture but without the needles, we are releasing the blockages and we're making the energy flow again. Now the second world, which is also very important, is the modern psychology, where we address with our own words what is going on for us. Because let's face it, we don't do that very often. We don't like to stop and think about or acknowledge the feelings which make us feel a certain way. So we are trained by society, more often than not, to press on, to push on if we feel anxious, if we feel stressed, if we feel sad or angry. And our bodies are giving us, constantly are communicating with us, are sending us messages, are giving us messages, and they want to be listened to and acknowledged. And if we choose to ignore them, it can have health issues as well, and hence the emotional pain and then ultimately illness results from the energy that we choose to ignore initially. So the modern psychology path is really about acknowledging what is going on. It's not about dwelling on negativity. It's quite the opposite, because if we do ourselves a huge favor. Our bodies, we ourselves feel listened to by ourselves. And if we do acknowledge what is going on and offer us relief in a very powerful way, we are taking the toll those negative emotions have over us away from them, and we are empowering ourselves. So emotional freedom technique is really, really powerful and offers us really fast. And especially when we do tap together, we empower ourselves from a mass conscious perspective so much more powerfully. So the benefits are amplified for everybody. So why is emotional freedom technique right now in these trying times so important? Now, what you have to know is that our brain is a 2 million year brain, and the primary function of our brain is to protect us, to keep us safe from danger. And a part of our brain is called the amygdala. It's the fight or flight center, which is always vigilantly looking out for danger. And if it detects danger, it starts reacting. Think of us way back when we were chased by tigers and lions. Our primary function for the brain was to keep us safe, to protect us. So we observed the physical danger, in this example, the tiger or the lion about to attack us. So we send signals to our brain. this is what's going on. Our brain responds, and the amygdala starts reacting by sending a chemical cocktail, so to speak, into our system, consisting of cortisol, the stress hormone, adrenaline, and other endorphins, which make our heart beat really faster than usual, which as a result pumps more blood to our muscles. We breathe faster, we oxygenize our muscles, and we sweat as a result. And all this is to keep us safe, to make sure that we fight this animal or that we run away successfully. Fast forward to today now, obviously we're still facing physical danger. But more often than not, this danger we perceive comes in different ways, comes in different formats, in the format of emotional danger. So even now with the pandemic, when we observe what is going on around us, we observe what is going on, we can see in our society so many people suffering, many people being affected, we ourselves being afraid of what is going to happen to us, to our families, and certainly many of us are affected financially. Job security is a big fear factor. So we observe what is going on around us in our immediate society, but equally what is going on in the world by watching the news. And all this is causing us to feel as if we were in danger, and we are sending adequately danger signals to our brain, and our amygdala recognizes that we are in danger. Now, it is proportionately it reacts, i.e. it reacts still by sending a chemical mix of the same components, cortisol, adrenaline, endorphins, into our system, but less intense, because when we are faced with a physical danger, it's much more stronger. Or obviously, if it gets out of control, this persistent long fear and anxiety, it can happen that we experience panic attacks, anxiety attacks, where the symptoms, the physical symptoms, are obviously stronger. But emotionally suffering and our amygdala responding proportionately in the background to the emotional danger we're facing has and takes its toll on us. That's why most of us feel so tired, in fact naked, by not even leaving the house, most of the time, spending most of the time at home, working from home. But that is the reason why, because we are emotionally in the background running an emotional marathon through us observing what is going on, sending stress signals, danger signals to our brain, and our brain responding and our bodies responding proportionately. And even though dialed down in an intensity scale, if our bodies respond in this way over a longer period of time, as you can imagine, it doesn't have a good impact on our health. In fact, our health, our sleep are impacted. It has a negative impact on our mental and spiritual well-being, and also it lowers our immune system in times when we really need to keep our immunity up. So, emotional freedom technique helps us to take our power back, because it helps us to feel okay and safe. And by us feeling safe, by us acknowledging that in this very moment everything is okay, and we are sending signals to our brain that you don't need to be sending these chemical mixes into our system, to which when we calm down, our bodies respond, and our bodies know exactly how to restore themselves. All we need to give them a condition, an environment where they can do that. And when we calm down, our bodies restore themselves, our sleep repairs itself, our immunity boosts itself. But we have to prepare the soil, so to speak. We have to prepare the soil to be nutritious and healthy, so that we can repair ourselves. And EFT, emotional freedom technique, allows us to do just that very quickly. So what are those meridian points we will be tapping on? There's 9 of them we'll be focusing on, and we'll be starting on the side of our hand right here, also known as the karate chop point. And we're tapping quite firmly, 7+ times. Next up is the beginning of the eyebrows right here, side of the eyes, and you can choose which side you tap on, because the meridian lines run on both sides of our body. Then underneath the eyes, you can choose to tap with 2 fingers or more fingers, it's up to you. Then underneath the nose, followed by chin, but it's not quite the chin, it's described below the lip. Then collarbone around 2-3 inches below the collarbone, followed by the underneath the armpit around 4 inches below. And closing also the tapping cycle, we are by tapping on top of our head, like so. So all you have to do is, if you're new to this, to follow me, to trust the process, and to know that you cannot do anything wrong and that you are doing it just right if you tap along. Now I will be giving you, shortly after we start, room to address with your own words what is going on for you emotionally or physically. And because that is the modern psychology part, is really effective when you address in your own words what exactly is going on for you. And this is exactly what we are going to identify for ourselves right now. So let's together take a deep breath in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. And as we do and calm down, just notice what you notice and what is happening within your body. Just notice how you are feeling today. Notice all the emotions that are coming up. And notice what the negative, the most dominant negative emotion is. And it may be stress, anxiety or fear or worry. And notice where about in your body it lives. It may be in your chest, in your head, in your stomach, and how it feels. It may manifest itself as a tingling feeling, as a form of pressure. Or perhaps you're indeed experiencing physical pain. Perhaps you have a headache or a neck ache or a shoulder ache. And how does it feel? Is it a dull pain, a sharp pain? Is it a sort of pressure, as though the entire weight of the world is sitting on your shoulders? And on the intensity scale between 1 and 10, when 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest, what number would you give this emotional or physical pain? And you bring it up right now. I would expect that number to be somewhere around 5 or above. So what number would you give it? Write it down or remember it. We will be coming back to this number. So now we have identified for ourselves what is going on. Let's start tapping together. Just follow up after me. Starting off on the karate chop point side of our hand. Breathing in deeply. To breathe through the blockages. Repeat after me. Even though I feel all this stress, all this anxiety and worry in my body, I'm choosing to let them go. And one more time, even though I'm feeling all this stress, all this anxiety and worry in my body, I am choosing to let them go. And one more time, even though I feel all this stress, all this anxiety and worry in my body, I am choosing to let them go. All this stress, all this anxiety, all this worry and fear. All this pressure that I am under. I feel so tired. I can feel all this emotional pain in my body. I can feel all this physical pain in my body. It's tiring me out. In fact, it's draining me. It feels like a heavy dark cloud over me. stopping from all the joy and sunshine to flow to me. All this emotional pain that I am under. All this stress and anxiety that I'm experiencing. All this pain in my body. All this pressure. And as we now continue together to tap, I want you to now choose your own words to describe what is going on for you emotionally or physically. Know that you cannot get it wrong. Just keep tapping and choose your own words to acknowledge those feelings, those emotions, or perhaps the physical pain. Starting off, beginning off the eyebrows right here. Choose your own words. Side of the eyes. And beneath the eyes. And beneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Beneath the armpit. Top of the head. You're doing really well. Let's do another round where you acknowledge in your own words your emotional or your physical pain that you are under. And don't forget to breathe in deeply, breathe through the blockages. Beginning of the eyebrows, choose your own words. Side of the eyes. And beneath the eyes. Beneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Armpit. Top of the head. Really well done. And now as we continue together, just repeat after me. Even though I'm feeling all this emotional pain, even though I'm feeling all this physical pain, in this very moment, I am choosing to let it all go. I may find it hard to let them go, but I am willing to let it all go. I'm releasing everything that hasn't been serving me. And I'm welcoming all the goodness and well-being that I deserve. Right now I'm giving myself the permission to let it all go. Right now I'm giving myself the permission to feel relief. I am pressing the reset button. And I know that my body knows exactly what to do. I can see this heavy dark cloud over me, dispersing into the nothingness, from which it came. And now I am allowing peace and joy to flow to me and through me. I'm allowing harmony and ease and peace to penetrate every cell of my body. And I can feel my body responding. And I relax into the knowing that my body is infinitely intelligent and knows exactly how to restore itself. I forgive myself for having been so hard on myself. I've been doing the best that I can. Now I am choosing a different way. Right now, all is well. Right now, I am well. And I'm giving myself the permission to feel all the joy and well-being that I deserve. I'm filling myself up with all the joy, well-being, peace, harmony and safety that I can imagine. And I'm taking this feeling with me into this wonderful day and into every other day to follow. And so it is. And as we gently stop tapping together, just take a deep breath through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. And as you do, just thank yourself for showing up for yourself in this powerful way today. Just notice what you notice what has changed, notice how your emotional pain has shifted, notice how your physical pain has shifted. And the number of intensity you have given it at the beginning of the session, by how many points has it dropped? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you what has changed. Look, I know you have experienced relief. I certainly have felt the energy that was coming to me and through me. This is exactly what I keep talking about. When we tap together, we amplify the benefits for all of us in incredible, unimaginable ways. Tapping itself, doing it on our own, is hugely powerful. But when we do it together, and although it's just virtually, that doesn't matter from a mass conscious perspective. We amplify the benefits so much. So I know you've experienced relief, and I'm grateful for you to show up for yourself in this way. Please do share this message with your friends and families and everybody who is going through these difficult times. We all feel emotional pain or physical pain in one way or another, and we may not even show it. So you sharing it, this invitation to join us at these daily tapping sessions, or the invitation to catch up on this recorded live stream, you will help somebody to get through this. We will be tapping for another 2 weeks. I've extended the period now for another 2 weeks, when most people in the UK, or many of us, will go back to work, which is on the 15th of June, the Monday. So we'll be tapping until the 12th of June was the Friday, for another 2 weeks then. So I've extended the period because I know it's helping a lot of people, and I'm getting a great response from you guys, and I know, I can feel it, that it's helping us to stay emotionally and spiritually fit, and that is exactly my mission for this period. So thank you for showing up for yourself. Keep tapping. Have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. And I see you all right here on Monday after the weekend, right here on the live stream at 10 a.m. If you're joining us from abroad at 10 a.m. BST, so UK time, we'll be tapping again on stress and anxiety and fear and worry we are experiencing. So thank you for showing up. Have a wonderful weekend and keep tapping.